Hey, you there, we're making some Asian pasta. I have no idea what that means, but stay tuned and let's see if we can figure it out together. All right, so first things first, I'm gonna start by adding 2 cups of rotini pasta by Barilla. I also like to have a little bit of water boiling in case I end up not having enough water for my pasta, so I'll go ahead and get that started. So I've decided that I am gonna use some vegetables that I think would be good in a good stir fry. So we're gonna do some bell peppers, onions, garlic. I also have a red bell pepper too. My red bell pepper is not in the best shape, but I want to use it before it goes bad. I'm just cutting out the spine, and that holds a lot of water, so I like to get some of that out before I add it to my skillet. And I'm not cutting these in any type of way. This is just really loose chopping whichever way I see best. This one's kind of big, so I'll cut it in half. You can use whatever vegetables make you happy. I'm using half of a yellow onion. I'm just going to slice everything because that's faster for me. So now we got our wok going. I'm going to be adding some good old-fashioned olive oil with some good old-fashioned toasted sesame oil. I like to add them both because sesame oil burns very easily. Then I'm just going to pick up all those veggies and throw it in. I don't add the garlic in until later because, as you know, garlic burns very easily. And my skillet is on medium high. Now I'm going to let this cook together for about 3 minutes And then I'll start adding some seasoning to the veggies after 3 minutes. All right, it's been 3 minutes. So now we're gonna go ahead and add our seasonings. A little bit of the Szechuan. I like to add a lot of garlic powder. Mushroom umami seasoning. And just a little bit of the red pepper because it is really hot. Last but not least, I'm going to add just a touch of curry powder. And by that, I mean just about a 1/4 teaspoon. That's it. I'm going to give this a good stir. And I'm going to add my garlic. Alright guys, so it is time for us to we're just going to put them in the plate for now. So now we're going to go ahead and add our ground turkey. Alright, so let's make our sauce. I prefer to use a measuring cup, not to actual measure, but just because it's easier for me to A, show you guys on camera, and B, it's good to pour the items out. So I am going to be using some Better Than bouillon as my base. Okay. And I had that hot water boiling, so I'm just using it to break that down. Put it in there. Also have some onion salt. Alright. Now, on to the good stuff. We'll be adding in, of course, some soy. We need to make a decent amount of sauce because we have a lot of pasta. This is a homemade chili sauce that I made. It's just oil, garlic, a bunch of spicy peppers. I am going to also add to this the sesame oil. And we haven't added the flavor yet, so don't get nervous on me yet. Now we're going to add some ginger. And I'm doing about a 1/2 teaspoon of ginger. To that, I'm going to add some oyster sauce. It's very dark. We're going to add some sombal, which is spicy chili sauce, but it's not as spicy as chili oil, FYI. So I can get away with adding 2 teaspoons of that. Now I'm going to add a pinch of sugar. I'm going to give all this a good mix. I'll give it a little taste test. Last but not least, I'm going to do 2 teaspoons of honey. Now, if you have crushed garlic, this is where you want to add your crushed garlic. I don't have any crushed garlic, so I'm going to just add a little bit more garlic powder. That's exactly what I was going for. A sweet and spicy, salty sauce. Back to our ground turkey. We're going to go ahead and break that up. Now that we have it good and broken up, we're going to go ahead and add in our shrimp. Now, right before everything gets all cooked through, we're going to add half of our seasoning, of our sauce. Now it's time to add back in our vegetables. Now that it's been a minute, we'll go ahead and add in our pasta. Okay. Once you've got it all mixed, you want to go ahead and pour in the rest of that good sauce. And we are still cooking it high. Give it a taste test. Make sure it's to your liking. And that is it.